I worship God.
I worship God too.
I worship Skippy the dragon.
Dad!
What?
Dad, that is wrong.
But Skippy lets me eat donuts whenever I want to.
You already do that anyways.
Fair point. It is so tempting to think of idolatry simply as the act of carving a god out of wood, stone, or what have you, putting it up on your mantelpiece and worshiping it. And that's exactly how idolatry started. But even then, it wasn't just about that piece of stone. That god up on your mantelpiece would be your family god, the one that was supposed to benefit you, that cared about your family's values, that had interest in your life. In other words, what people were really worshiping wasn't just a piece of rock. It was really themselves and their priorities that they thought would get them ahead in the world. Now, we've gone beyond in our modern society being so quote-unquote primitive as to carve a god out of rock and put it up on our fireplace. We tend to think of faith as a technical thing. In other words, I reserve my faith for God, but I do all these other things in the other parts of my life, and faith is part of it. But no, I don't have faith in anything else as a God. God is the only person that gets my faith. But wait a second. What if the definition of faith for us is the same as it would have been for those people who were putting the gods up on their mantelpieces? In other words, what if faith is simply the thing that you trust in, the thing you believe in that will form the core of your identity, your way of relating to the world, your values going forward, the thing you trust in to prosper and to save you. Now, we may call faith singing hymns and sitting in church and kneeling and do that to nothing else but God. But if you ask us what we really think is going to get us ahead or what we trust in to save us, now a bunch of other stuff comes in the picture. Our finances, our jobs, our families, our whatever it is that we think makes up the core of us that we just cannot do without. And when the commandment says, "You shall have no other God before me," it doesn't assume that you are going to kneel before your bank account. Instead, it asks, what do you trust in to prosper and to save you? And the truth be told, we have as many idols nowadays as people did back then. We just don't keep them above our fireplace. Now, here's the critical difference, that when God forms that central core identity, that identity blossoms out into the other things in life. It infuses our bank accounts and our jobs and our family with grace, with faith, with goodness. Anything else that we want to put in the center will do what every idol has always done, reference only itself and reference only our interpretation of it. So that when we say, "Have no other gods before me," what we mean is neither I nor my priorities nor my needs determine the entire universe. Instead, something else does, and that something is beautiful, giving, loving, and compassionate. And following that, that is the way I am too.